I love the theories about the thing's ambiguous ending, but we can put that mystery to rest now. John Carpenter's The Thing has left viewers wondering about its ambiguous ending for decades, and as much as I love the theories about it, I think we can finally put that mystery to rest now. John Carpenter earned his place as one of the masters of horror in the 1970s and 1980s, and one of his most notable projects in the latter is The Thing. Based on the 1938 novella Who Goes There? By John W. Campbell Jr., The Thing takes the audience to Antarctica, where an American research station goes through a real nightmare. After a strange encounter with a Norwegian helicopter, the American team at the station faces the threat of an extraterrestrial life form that assimilates and imitates other organisms. Because of this, the team is overcome by paranoia and fear, as they don't know who among them is still human and who is the thing in disguise. At the end of The Thing, only 2 team members are still alive, but it's unclear if both are still human. This has raised many questions and made way for various theories, and as much as I enjoy them, this mystery can be put to rest now. The Thing uses its disturbing abilities to take the lives of the American team one by one, and it goes as far as to sabotage the only way they could have known who is still human and who has been replaced with the Thing. After a lot of conflict, paranoia, misunderstandings, and death, the only survivors of the American team are pilot R.G. MacReady and chief mechanic Childs, who reunite in the snow after MacReady destroys the station and the Thing with an explosion, and Childs try to go after one of their fake colleagues. MacReady and Childs sit by the burning remnants of the station, exhausted after everything they just went through. As they accept their fate, freezing to death, MacReady and Childs share a bottle of Scotch whiskey, and that's the end of The Thing. However, as simple, it raised the question among viewers of whether Childs was the Thing or not, or even MacReady himself. This has made way for various theories about what truly happened to MacReady and Childs at the end, and the possible ways to know if any of them was secretly the Thing. However, and as fun as most of the theories are, we're not supposed to know what truly happened at the end of The Thing, because that's how John Carpenter wanted it. Sometime during the 1990s, Carpenter recorded his own director's commentary, alongside Kurt Russell, in which they talked the audience through the movie. In it, Carpenter admitted he still couldn't decide if Childs was human or not, which further enhances the themes of distrust and paranoia of the Thing, now passing them on to the audience. The most popular theory that sought to solve the mystery of the ending of The Thing is the eye gleam theory. This was started by The Thing's cinematographer, Dean Cundey, in a 2016 commentary, in which he revealed that, while filming the blood test sequence, Carpenter came up with the idea of human characters having a light in their eyes. However, what's always ignored or forgotten in this theory is that Cundey himself said they only used that trick in that scene and dismissed the idea of adding it in other scenes. Still, the eye gleam theory claims that in the final scene of The Thing, the audience can tell who is human and who isn't based on the light in their eyes, but this isn't true. Carpenter addressed this theory in 2023, saying that Cundey has no clue and, changing what he said in the above-mentioned commentary, said he knows who's the Thing at the end of the movie. While the theory is interesting, it doesn't reveal anything about Childs, MacReady, and their humanity or lack of it. The mystery of the ending of The Thing was subtly solved 20 years after the movie's release, but I don't blame fans for not knowing it. The answer came in the video game also titled The Thing, in which the player is Captain Blake, a member of the United States Army Special Forces team sent to Antarctica to find out what happened to the team. The player finds a recorded message from MacReady, who resigned to his and Child's fate, and finds the body of the latter as he died from hypothermia. MacReady appears at the end of the game, when the player comes across a pilot who helps him defeat the Thing, and with whom he flies away from the base, and the pilot reveals himself to be MacReady. The video game of The Thing is considered canon by Carpenter, so it can be seen as a definitive answer to the mystery of Childs and Macready's humanity, but it's a very tragic ending for Childs. Of course, the stars of The Thing's ending have had a couple of things to say about the movie's ending. In an interview with the Happy Sad Confused podcast in 2023, Russell shared that he and Carpenter talked about the ending and their ideas for it, and tried different things to see what worked best.